Changes are coming, according to Ruben Amorim. There is massive breaking news that Ruben Amorim held a major meeting with the board, demanding ready-made players in January window to go and spend big. What is that all about? It's called progress, people. Welcome back to MUFC Realist TV with the latest transfer news. This is Mick Ruby. Let's send it.
First of all, I want to apologize for this season. I know you are really disappointed with me and really disappointed with the team. Second thing, I want to say thank you. We are very grateful for your support during the season, and I know that was really hard. I know it was really hard to support us in many games. But now we have to make a choice. Or we stay stuck in the past because this season is in the past, is over. We fight each other, or we stick together and move forward. Six months ago, in my first 3 games in charge, with 2 victories and 1 draw, I said to you, the storm is coming. Today, after this disaster season, I want to tell you the good days are coming.
And the good days are coming, people. We are starting to see progress as Ruben Amorim has now officially been 1 year into his job. Guys, welcome back to MUFC Realist TV. Of course, it's Mick Ruby here. Do me one massive favor. Give us a little bit of like, subscribe, and hype this video because we got a lot of things to talk about. Fabrizio Romano has spoken regarding the January window and what's going on. Please do me a massive favor. Hit the like, subscribe. Let's go. Yes, and the big man said himself, the storm is coming. We have been suffering as fans, but changes are coming. We stick together, we fight together. And as you can see, this is progress, people. Look to the right side of my screen, right? 3 unbeaten, 3-1, and last game was a draw. So we're technically 4 games unbeaten under Ruben Amorim. When was the last time, as a Manchester United fan, you can actually look back at Ruben Amorim's tenure and say, there is something really special going on here. Ruben Amorim knows exactly where he wants to steer the ship. Now, reports are now coming that he wants signings in January. He's had his time to assess the squad. He knows, and definitely we've seen changes within the formation that is player 3-4-3, that definitely he is trying to protect that midfield that is obviously not good enough, although Casemiro has been revived as the prime Real Madrid Casemiro. But the way he's protecting Casemiro, I can arguably say that Casemiro has been player of the season so far, is basically allowing Luke Shaw to tuck into the midfield, and Umbuemo and Cunha and Sesko drops down deep in the midfield to create a mid-block. And that has been working. And also the long ball and the second ball. But against Sean Dyche's team, it didn't work in certain ways. But the mentality to actually win 1-0 in the first half, to come out and concede in 2 minutes to be down 2-1, and to come back and crawl a draw, That reeks that this team is fighting together, that believe in Ruben Amorim's system. But I want to bring this to the stage because reports are coming out that we need a midfielder, a central midfielder. And we know that Ruben Amorim prefers Elliot Anderson, that had a brilliant display, the man of the match without shadow of the doubt. But after the game, we saw that Ruben Amorim spoke to Elliot Anderson for 3, 4, 5 good minutes, similar to what he did to Matthias Cunha. And there was smiles, there was camaraderie. So is there something brewing out there? We also hear that Fabrizio Romano is talking about Angelo Stiller, right? So if there is an opportunity on the market, Manchester United will go in January and buy, according to what I understood as well. Even Fabrizio Romano said as well, keep your eyes on Angelo Stiller this next coming days, this next coming weeks, because Manchester United and Christopher Vivell are heavily scouting him together with Elliot Anderson. Now you may argue to the point that Elliot Anderson might cost you 70 million, Stiller might be 40 million, but that is one opportunity, and that is to get one midfielder in the January and get the second midfielder in the summer window. That is smart business. However, we also need a left wing back, as we can see that Diogo Dalot, some people call him Donkey Dalot, is not good enough. He's not good going forward. He's not going defensively. He's ball watching, and he's too many times been the reason why we are conceding a goal. Against Nottingham Forest, definitely he was guilty for the 2-1 goal from Forest side because he was ball watching. But we're not here to talk about that one because I am proud of my team. Definitely look at this is progress. We're talking about win against Liverpool at Anfield. We're talking about Brighton win 4-2. We're talking about also 2-2 away against Sean Dyche team. Definitely as well. Liverpool was 1-2 victory at Anfield. I'm super proud and gassed about it. But I want to talk about the potential January window because Fabrizio Romano has come out and spoken. I want to add Fabrizio Romano to the stage because this is important. Apparently, Ruben Amorim had a board meeting and he said, I want ready-made players. I don't want any loanies. I don't want anything for a short-term fix. I want somebody to come in right here, right now and challenge. Because if you actually look at the Premier League table, guys, just add this to the stage. It is funny, right? We might zoom in here. We might zoom in, and let's zoom in, and you can actually see that the top 4 spot is absolutely like a beehive. It is like a beehive. Of course, Arsenal we can't catch at the moment, but it's early dawns at the season. Arsenal sitting on 25 points. But if you look at Manchester City, 19, Liverpool, 18, Bournemouth, 17, Spurs, 17, Sunderland, Manchester United, 17, right? And we are sitting now at 8th spot. There was one point where we're sitting on 2nd place, but there is no big gap difference between 8th and 2nd Manchester City. There's only 2 points. 2 points, people. Can you imagine? We are absolutely sitting in a good position from now on to the January break. And of course, we're playing Spurs that was absolutely dog shite, in my opinion, away. And then there is international breaks. And then we have a couple of run of fixtures when we're actually playing another home game, another away game, and XYZ. But I believe that we can win over Spurs and we can get on a bike. And come January, Ruben Amorim knows that this team, this midfield and left back situation is simply not good enough. So what is this breaking news? Let's add Fabrizio Romano to the stage. Allora, Fabrizio, let's speak.
Ruben Amorim sends clear indications in public and in private for Manchester United in the January transfer window. Because in private, the conversations have started between Ruben Amorim, the board, the management of Manchester United ahead of the January window. I told you about the midfielder. I told you that Manchester United are looking for that position, but just...
Yes, and this is Fabrizio Romano confirming that Manchester United are looking for the midfielder. He's been banging the drum on Stiller, but also we hear now that we are no longer looking at Belieber, right? He hasn't impressed. However, the one that impressed us was actually the man of the match, which was Elliot Anderson. Oh my God, what a performance. And of course, now we're coming into the January window planning, and Ruben Amorim has made his demand. So is Fabrizio Romano confirming. Let's continue. Listen to Fabrizio. Allora, Fabrizio.
In general, Amorim and the management of Man United are talking about the January window, the opportunities and what to do with the players who want to play more. Kobbie Mainoo, Joshua Zirkzee. For Zirkzee, there is West Ham, and also Roma have called in the recent weeks. So
Zirkzee is not getting minutes. So it makes sense to sort of loan Zirkzee out. Kobbie Mainoo, big question marks. He wants to get into the World Cup England squad. Will we loan out Kobbie Mainoo that's not getting minutes and get another midfielder in? Big question marks.
There will be an opportunity for several clubs, and we have to see what Manchester United want to do, if they want to let him go or not. Same for Kobbie Mainoo. But Ruben Amorim sends a clear message, also in public, talking about January. First of all, he says the window will be open and there is the possibility we do something, so not closing the doors to the opportunity to bring in new players, and it's already an update for Manchester United. But also he says, I don't want players for the short term. So Ruben Amorim is not in for bringing in a player for just a few months.
So that means no loan deals. Basically what Fabrizio Romano is saying, no short term. Meaning no loan deals, no Gallagher, no Manchester United looking at to get a stopgap for January. They want an opportunity. Like if a Benjamin, if Angelo Stiller is available for that cut price on 40 million, they will definitely do the deal. So Fabrizio Romano is the one that's been banging the drum here together with no other than Ben Jacobs, that Stiller is on Manchester United's radar. And I can't blame it, because Stiller is such a fantastic player as well. Allora, Fabrizio, continue. Let's go.
A player will join Manchester United if they believe the player could be an option for the long term. So they don't want to add a player just in terms of number, also because Man United have one competition this season, plus the FA Cup incoming, and so they want to focus on the Premier League, and they already have several players. So
that's absolutely true. We are only playing at Premier League, and then come next year, we're entering the FA Cup. So that's the reason why players are not getting minutes like Zirkzee and Kobbie Mainoo, and that might be a loan move. But we definitely need, if we are in a good position in January, to actually strengthening, because we know the frailties and the weakness, and that is the central midfield spot and the left wing back position.
If someone joins in January, he's a player who Man United can trust for the present, but also for the future. This is the message of Ruben Amorim. Let's not add players who can help for a few games and then they go back to their club. Let's add someone who can help us today and tomorrow. So this is the message of the coach, and this will be the idea also for the January transfer window. So Manchester United for sure want to watch in January with players requesting to have an opportunity on loan, Kobbie Mainoo, Zirkzee, with Man United expected to decide on them, and then with eventual new.
So that's Fabrizio Romano confirming, and this is what we are demanding. We're demanding transfers. We're demanding to strengthen it, because if we look at the picture there, this is progress. 3 wins in a round and 1 loss and 1 draw. That is actually 4 unbeaten. Now, if we can string this together, and of course, Ruben Amorim said it in the intro video, the perfect storm is coming. We've been suffering enough, but he's been also getting rid of players that not belong in there with the mentality. Also, technical sporting director, I must say, Wilcox has also spoken and had an interview. We are looking to strengthen in January, but we are looking for the right mentality players, not just the expensive players, right? People that can come in and do a job like Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko. They can hit the ground running from day one. Meaning that if Elliot Anderson, as we saw, Ruben Amorim after the game was speaking to Elliot Anderson for 4 minutes or 5 minutes, tapping him up a little bit, that means that we are definitely in for Elliot Anderson. If we are interested in Stiller as well, as we've been hearing from Fabrizio Romano and Ben Jacobs, if there is an opportunity, these are long-term players, not a short stopgap. These are players that have been identified by Christopher Vell and the board and been sanctioned to say, these are Manchester United players. If we get one of them in January, and we are challenging for top 4, that is a dangerous prospect for Manchester United. But what is going on with Diogo Dalot? Diogo Dalot, one of the academy players as well. definitely playing really, really well under 21. He can come in instead of, you know what, Diogo Dalot. But who are we linked to in that position? Not much to mention. But why are we not playing Patrick Dorgo? Because he's still young, 21 years of age. Leon, what is he? 18, 19. However, we also have a dynamo in the midfield that is coming back, and that is Seko Kone, people. We do have players in our academy that we can utilize. So potentially, we might not get a left wing back in, but use one from our academy. Guys, as per usual, this has been Mick Ruby from MUFC Realist TV, giving you my latest transfer news regarding Manchester United. And God, please bless you all. And thank you for the all love and support. My absence has been noted. I've gone over some family tragical experience. My father, which is the big, massive Man United fan, are currently in hospital in a coma, suffering. And there is a glimmer of hope. At least my father watched Man United win against Liverpool at Anfield the day after he went in a coma. So I'm doing this video to get my mind out of certain things. And please, if you watch this video, send a love and prayers for my father. Guys, it's been Mick Ruby here from MUFC Realist TV. Do not forget to do me a massive favor, like and subscribe, and forgive me for not being live or for having the strength to run this channel the way I used to be. Thank you for watching, and as per usual, leave your comment. I will read it and comment. Glory, glory, Manchester United. God bless. Send it.